Hey guys, today I wanted to show you how to air layer a tree. When we air layer, it's when we're gonna take an existing branch, like this one on this mango tree, and we're gonna actually make an incision, get rid of some of that bark, expose the xylem and the phloem and everything inside the bark. And we're gonna add rooting hormone, some dirt, and hope that some seeds develop there so later we can cut it and get a tree that's much more advanced than a tree that you would plant from seed. So we've got a lot of beautiful new growth coming out in this mango tree, so I think it's a good time to try it out. As you can see, I'm a bit of a mess because I've already done a couple, and air layering is gonna get messy if the tree's not on the ground and concise. So let's pick a nice branch like this one, shooting out. I'm actually gonna get rid of these down here so that we can have a better area to work on. See that nice strong branch? It's gonna shoot up. So what I'm gonna do first is pick an area. I've got a few of these points where branches would come out, and I'm going to just stick my knife in and rotate it. I don't know if you see that I'm getting a nice round cut there. I'm gonna go all the way around. Go all the way around. The deeper you can get this cut, if you get to go all the way through the bark, it's gonna make the next step a lot easier. Then I'm gonna give it about 2 inches, 1.5 inches, and I'm gonna go in again. Same thing, nice and a lot of pressure on there. The more pressure I've got, the more I go past that bark, the easier this next part's gonna be. If I go all around here, great. Now I've got my 2 cuts. I'm going to cut down across. You see how I've cut down across? And there, I can start to carefully peel that bark back, because I'm gonna wanna get rid of all of that bark and expose the goodness that's under it. So, see how I'm able to almost peel it off just using a nail? This is what we're gonna want to be completely exposed there. Sometimes I make a cut on the other side just to make it a little easier. But same idea, we're just getting rid of all of this. And I know as you're watching this, you're saying, Tony, how'd you get so messy? But don't worry, you'll see that in a second. This is actually the non-messy part. The next few parts are preposterously messy. So I'm gonna finish getting all of that out. See how I've got it all nice and exposed? And I'm actually gonna scratch a little bit because I wanna expose that outer layer. And I even take my knife and go in and spin a couple times because I want the rooting hormone to go in. So come on over here. Got some rooting hormone. And we're gonna put some of that rooting hormone right on there. I'm using clone gel today. You can use the white powder stuff, not the Colombian white powder stuff. But, you know, just get it on there. Be generous with it. And now that I've got that on there, while that's drying a little bit, I'm gonna get some cling wrap. And if the cameraman wants to come a little closer over here, that'd be swell. Cameraman's lazier than I am. Get some cling wrap, fill it with dirt. I like to use my compost and dirt mix that I make here myself. And here's the messy part. Make a nice chunk of that. Make sure it's moist, make sure it's good. And we're gonna bring it over to the tree. And we're gonna pop it all around there. So I go pop. And then as soon as I popped it on, and it's okay, it's getting everywhere, it's a mess, no worries, we'll clean that up now. So I've got it on there. Now you're gonna want to reinforce that with some tape, because you know, it's windy, it'll fall off. So let's go ahead and grab some tape on here. In my case, since I kept it nice and moist, you see the water dripping out as I apply pressure with the tape. All you want to ensure is you have nice even contact there with all of that exposed bark that's got rooting hormone on it, and the soil, because what we're doing essentially is tricking the tree cells in that area into reassigning themselves as root cells and developing roots. The last part of this, you're going to want to get a little bit of aluminum foil and just wrap the outside. And we're doing that because roots are photophobic. Roots do not want to see light. Obviously, roots see light and they go, oh my God, what's going on? Where am I? What's happening? So by covering them with a little bit of aluminum foil, we're good. The one question I'll get sometimes is, Tony, why don't you poke a little hole for the oxygen to come in? You don't need a little hole. Oxygen molecules are preposterously small. As long as there's a bit of room, they'll get in there. And the other part that's really important, we're not gonna check on this for a whole month. You know, you get anxious, oh my God, I wanna see how it's going. Oh my goodness, I wanna open it up. Don't do that. Let the process take itself. Give it a little bit of water once in a while from the top, and that's gonna develop some nice roots. We'll be able to cut it, plant it, and have a much more developed tree than if we went from seed.